Hi, I'm David Chief Evangelist for CodeGear, and thanks for tuning into the sneak peek video for the upcoming release of Delphi. Creating an application can involve a complex set of source files, resources, and configurations. To build complex Windows applications, developers need all the help they can get to navigate, extend, and configure the class's source code and resources. Today's sneak peek looks at some of the new IDE features that will simplify and enhance the creation of your projects and project options, navigation and creation of classes, and provide full control over the additional Windows resources that all applications use. In this video, Nick Hodges, Delphi Product Manager, will show you the new Delphi Class Explorer, build configurations, project option sets, and the new Resource Manager. These new additions, plus the wide range of IDE capabilities, allow Delphi developers to configure simple and complex projects, browse and create classes and their contents, and take control of the bitmaps and other resources that are required to build great Microsoft Windows applications.
Okay, as David said, I'm going to be showing you some new features of the Delphi 2009 IDE. First up, we'll look at the Class Explorer. Class Explorer is a new IDE window that allows you to poke through your class libraries and hierarchies at a very powerful level and to actually make changes to your classes. For instance, you can display your classes in three different ways. Once from the derived to base, or from the base to derived, i.e. top down, or you can look at it by container or unit. I'm going to look at it from base to derived. You'll notice all the globals are listed. If I double click on an item, I can get a complete rundown of it. This is a enum type here that has 3 values. You can also come down to a class inside of the hierarchy. And I can see the classes, fields, methods, and properties. I can also right-click on a class and add, say, a field to the class. If I wanted to give it a name, new field, I could do that. I could make it protected if I want, and I can select it. And that new field will now be added to the class. In addition, I can add functions, procedures, constructors, or destructors, or I can just add properties as well. Class Explorer provides you a project-wide view of your classes, and as you can see here, you can select any of the projects in your project group for browsing. The next IDE feature we'll look at is build configurations. As you can see, the project manager nodes now contain a build configurations node for each project in the project group. This node allows you to select different configurations for compiling and building your applications. By default, all projects receive a release and a debug configuration, and you can simply double-click on them to pick which configuration you want to compile for. Each build configuration can have its own unique configurable set of compiler options. You can select any of the options in the project options for changing and altering based upon which configuration you want. In addition, there is a base configuration that defines common settings for all of your projects, and then each of the descendant configurations can either accept the value inherited from the base configuration or, if they wish, to change it. For instance, in the release configuration, I may not want assertions to be on, so I can set those to be false. In addition, build configurations allow you to create option sets. Here, I'm going to create an option set and save it into my temp directory. I'll call it new option set. I can then assign that option set to a new VCL application. The new option sets allow you to place pre-configured compiler options into a file that can then be quickly and easily applied to new projects. And finally, we'll look at the new Resource Manager that enables you to easily manage Windows resources inside of your project. Here I've got a demonstration application open that has added into the project a single JPEG file of type RC data. I've identified it here as Kobe. It's a picture of Kobe Bryant. And I've set its resource type to RC data. Once I've done that, you'll notice that the file is then added to the project. You can open the file using your default viewer. And then you can simply use code, as always, to load that resource into your project. Here, I'm taking a resource stream, placing that resource stream into a JPEG file, and then displaying that JPEG file in a T image. All of the process of compiling and managing the resource file is taken care of by the IDE so that you can then easily load resources into your project.
With the new Class Explorer, project build configurations and option sets, and the new Resource Manager, you'll be able to use Delphi to take control of your small and large Windows application projects. As you just observed, the new Class Explorer makes it simple to navigate into and extend your existing classes. The build configurations and option sets let you control the different builds that you require for development, pre-production testing, and for deployment. The Resource Manager lets you take full control of the myriad of resource items that make up a complex modern Windows applications. Delphi is the fastest way to deliver native Windows applications. Stay tuned to the Developer Network for additional video previews.